All right, so this question 12, we're basically being asked to divide two decimals. Our standard method that we use for dividing numbers that we don't really just know in terms of the 12 times table is the short division, which is often called the bus stop, where we put the divisor on the outside and the dividend underneath, and we basically try and see how many times the divisor goes into a particular digit in the dividend, and we do it step by step. But this is going to be really tricky with decimals. I'll just start it, but you'll soon see that it's really not that nice. 1,3 doesn't go into 1, so I'd put a 0 above there, carry the 1. 1,3 goes into 17, and here's where we sort of hit a brick wall, because it's really tricky to try and see how many times 1,3 goes into 17. You don't really want to be doing mental maths with decimals as much as possible. We want to be doing mental maths with whole numbers. So we're going to have to kind of work a way around this. So basically, let me just change the color of my pen just so I can show you. Now, this isn't specifically numbers related to this question, but I just want to show you as an example of what we're going to do. I want you to imagine the fraction 5 over 10, and possible ways I can manipulate that fraction so that it's still equivalent. So I want something that's equivalent. And I'm going to use the one that we used in the previous question, where we times it by 10. So what you do to the numerator, you have to do to the denominator. So that's going to give us 50 over 100. And conceptually, it's really important that you appreciate that 5 over 10 is equivalent to 50 over 100. Yes, they look like different fractions, but they're equivalent. They're the same. Their value is the same. And that's basically what we're going to do to this question over here. So I'm just going to rub that out. And another thing that's also really important that you are comfortable doing is whenever you see a question that has a divide symbol in it, that's actually the same as a fraction. So it's kind of the same thing as me writing or representing it as 1,755 over 1,3 in a fraction form. But now I'm going to basically get rid of the decimal place by multiplying the numerator and the denominator by 10, and that should be quite straightforward. The decimal moves to the right, so the denominator is going to become 13, and the numerator is going to be 17,55. Now, it might seem a little bit strange why I'm doing this, but one of the reasons why I'm doing it is because it then allows me to use the short division method a lot more, or the mental maths in the short division method is going to become a lot more straightforward, which will help me solve the problem. So now my divisor is 13, my dividend is 17,55. But it's really important that you realize that these are all equivalent. So what I'm circling over there, that and that are the same thing. They've got the same, the output or the value is the same. Just like the actual output or value here and what we're going to be doing now over here, we're still going to get the same value. But it's going to be a lot easier. So we see how many times does 13 go into 1? It doesn't, so we just put a little dot there. 13 goes into 17 once, and make sure we have a comma there, and carry there's a remainder of 4. And then we want to try to see how many times does 13 go into 45. Hopefully you can do that mentally. It's going to go in 3 times. 3 times 13 is 39, so the difference between 39 and 45 is 6, so we carry that remainder 6. Now 13 into 65, that's getting a little bit trickier to do just mentally. Some of you probably can, but trial and error method that we can use, that we often just do on the side, is we just think, okay, I think 13 times maybe about 5. Let's just try that, and then we go and work that out on the side. 5 times 3 is 15, carry the 1. 5 times 1 is 5, plus the 1 is 65, and bang, we've got it first time, and we now know that 13 goes into 65 5 times. You will get trickier ones than that, where you're probably going to have to try maybe a couple of different numbers, and then you'll eventually get close to the number. And we've actually finished the question. We've got the quotient. So our final answer to this question is 1,35.